Hi guys, Helen Mirror meets everybody. It's MicheleMarieDalene, and I wanted to try to explain a little bit about the backstory of why we ended the show early. Well, really didn't end it that early, but so I think we'll talk about some of the stuff that kind of precipitated to the end of it. The first of all is the knee injury was on December 6, 2019. I was staying with Patty DeMar at the time. Okay. And everybody was rightfully concerned about the knee injury. And they said you should sue the landlord, get personal injury damages for his lack of responsibility. The problem with that was I was concerned that because I didn't have a lease, that he could try to tell me to get the heck out, and I didn't have any place to go. It wasn't going well with Patty at the time either. And so I I was told that I would have to pay for the rest home completely out of my Social Security disability check. Because they do that. They take the money from the person that is in these rest homes to pay for the care. But then I still would have to pay the rent for my existing apartment. But if I was already suing him in a court of law, there'd be a chance that my apartment would not be protected. I didn't have anyone to take care of Rusty at the time, so I was afraid my cat was going to be killed. And because I wouldn't be able to get my furniture, I'd lost everything. That's why we never sued him. Because I don't want to sue. I'm not a suer. I don't sue people. And so that's why we did nothing like that. At the time, the doctor told me, looking back at the back notes, he said, yeah, it's true. You would have still had the men tied up in a rest care facility for months to heal from the surgery. And it's not just your knee, it's your whole leg that's broken. When I say broken, you've got a hairline fracture in your hip. Your whole upper and lower leg has got muscle damage, scar tissue, and everything. He said, and then, of course, looking at now what I'm seeing from the MRI results, if you did go for a leg rebuild, which would require a specialist, you'd probably be laid up in bed for 3 to 6 months. Then in the physical therapy, and if you're lucky, and if the cadaver tissue doesn't get rejected by your body, you might still end up in a wheelchair for the rest of your life. And so is the reason we didn't do anything, because he even suggested don't do it, because I wouldn't recommend it. It's too risky. You need a specialist to do the surgery, and it's very, very time-consuming process, involving multiple visits to a surgeon to get reopened and re-anesthetized and readjustments made. But he said right now you're able to walk, you're able to move around. So at this point, I find it amazing that you're able to walk at all, but you are walking. You are navigating. You are on your feet. You're doing things right now, which is amazing. So that's the reason why nothing was done. Now, what Stan CT was saying about, Michele's going to be dead in 5 years. First of all, Stan, I don't know why you want me dead in 5 years. I don't know why you think that, but do I think I always had a good, healthy diet? No. Remember, weight gain is cumulative. It's not. You're talking about bad eating habits for over a decade, and You need to keep that in mind. That does add up. It's cumulative. Same thing with teeth care or lack of professional teeth exams. There's also cumulative damage that was done. It's not because I didn't brush my teeth, because I do. But the thing is that stuff that was going on behind the scenes I couldn't see was destroying my teeth. Plus the simvastatins I was on was destroying my teeth too. But that's, again, no one told me about that until a lot later on. So, after listening to Stan's comments on the show this morning saying I was talking 100% gibberish when it was very clear and very concise, it's just like my therapist said. This is the kind of time you just gotta go ahead and just put down the hammer and say, I'm done with this show for now. Because I don't wanna see it spiral into degenerate into something worse than it really is. I don't even know who I'm uploading this to. Maybe I'll send this up to Tiger Kitty. Maybe she can explain it to you guys. But we discussed this really quickly in the Discord lounge, and like Noir said, the problem is I know you have always struggled hard on YouTube and in personal life, and you've always overcome your difficulties. You said you're tough, which is true. I've always had a hard life. I never had it easy. And I don't like to judge people on the internet either. I don't know their lives. I don't know what's going on in your lives. I don't know what your lives are like. So that's what makes my channel different, is we don't judge people here. Because I'm not you. I don't know what you're going through in your own life. But like I said, if you're on the spectrum, there's something about being on the spectrum that just seems to say, gee, I don't know. Well, so I thought I would just take the time to explain that. And I'm going to send this to Tiger Kitty first before I send it out to YouTube. Because I think maybe she could explain it to the audience and better than I can. So for now, let you go. Bye-bye.